A federal judge in Colorado is questioning whether ICE is defying his orders to stop warrantless arrests here. Judges who have ruled against the Trump administration have faced threats of violence, and today, federal judge Brooke Jackson revealed he had been targeted for holding ICE accountable. Our Marshall Zellinger joins us now outside federal court. And Marshall, the judge said the fact that his personal information had been revealed online made him more willing to allow ICE agents to testify anonymously.
Yeah, a little ironic in that several ICE agents were called to testify today about their actions in warrantless arrests, and that's when ICE arrests someone that was not their target or their intended target. And when the ICE agents took the stand, they were not required to identify themselves. The judge, who said at the beginning of the hearing today that his name and address were posted online by someone, he allowed the ICE agents to not have to give their names.
On a warm and sunny day at the Rogers Federal Courthouse, the ACLU and immigration attorneys grilled ICE agents over their documentation and procedures in an effort to prove ICE is violating a federal judge's order on what's required for warrantless arrests. ICE uses warrantless arrests to take someone into custody who was not an intended target. Even though the hearing is public, federal judge Brooke Jackson allowed 3 ICE agents who testified to only be identified by their initials. Here was his reasoning. The judge said, "Someone in Florida had posted not only my picture but my home address, indicated that this was a court that loves illegal immigrants, and invited illegal immigrants to go to my home and find a place to live. Between the lines, I suppose it might have invited people who didn't like my ruling to do the same. I don't want to force that on anyone." When those agents took the stand, they were asked about specific arrests in Castle Rock and a construction site in Parker. Arrests that involved collaterals, meaning people arrested that were not ICE's original targets. In November, Judge Jackson issued a preliminary injunction requiring ICE to know the following before a warrantless arrest: probable cause, the person is in violation of U.S. immigration laws, and that the person being arrested is likely to escape before a warrant can be obtained. The November order continued, mere presence within the U.S. is not by itself sufficient to conclude the person is likely to escape. For example, the judge's order requires ICE agents to document someone's ties to the community before determining if they're a flight risk. Today, the agents were questioned about their lack of documentation, suggesting ICE continues to make warrantless arrests in violation of the judge's order.
This hearing was only supposed to last today. It didn't. There'll be a little more tomorrow, so no decision or ruling on if ICE is violating the judge's order and if ICE is what the judge expects this time around for ICE to comply. Also, Kyle, the 3 ICE agents were asked on the stand how they were notified of the judge's November ruling to make sure that the behavior changes. They all testified that they got an email about it, but no additional training.
Well, I mean, most workplaces, you get an email from the boss, you're going to follow it. So my question is this: how much of this is just the honor system, where after they make one of these arrests, ICE has to go to the form and say, did you follow the law, check yes or no?
That's what a lot of this testimony was about. Did ICE agents follow what was expected, ask the questions, and then document it, which wasn't clear in what was shown as evidence. We didn't get to see the documentation. They didn't publish it for all to see, but they were asking the ICE agents, why isn't this in the documentation? You're asking us to take your word that you did what the judge expects you to, even though I don't see the written word. So it really comes down to, do you think they're doing the work beforehand or after the fact to make it seem like they did beforehand?
And certainly opinions will vary on whether ICE has been trustworthy within the last year. All right, Marshall Zellinger, thank you.